Hi, my name is Masato Kajimoto from Hong Kong U Journalism.
My name is Lex Shah, also from HKU.
So for this research, we had a 7-country cross-national online survey about news media and COVID-19. Survey was conducted by Kantar, a marketing research company, and commissioned by Google. When they were developing the questionnaire in March, Irene asked for my feedback, so I suggested they include some simple misinformation knowledge test, the same questions that you just took before you watched this video.
So in total, the dataset has more than 3,500 respondents, representative of the internet users in each country. Before we talk about our data analysis, we would like to show you the results of the knowledge test. Here it is.
So in this particular survey, with these particular set of COVID-19 related questions, Japan scored the highest among the 7 societies, followed by Singapore. The total score was 600, and Japan's average was 475, whereas that of India was 311. 16% of respondents from Japan had the perfect score, got all questions correctly. The percentage was 12.4 in Singapore, 4.8 in Hong Kong, and 2.6 in Indonesia, just to make a comparison.
But these are just test scores. What we were truly interested in was whether people's trust in news media is related to the results. In other words, our research question was, are people who are more likely to trust news media actually better informed?
Okay, so if someone trusts news media more than other people, is this person more likely to score higher in our test?
No, unfortunately, Masato. Our data shows that people's level of trust in news media has little to do with their level of knowledge. There was no statistical association between the 2 variables found in this study. We also look at other variables like frequency of news consumption, using chat apps, gender, age, even interest in COVID-19 news. What we can say is that this particular survey did not find that bolstering trust in news media leads to more informed public.
I see, but at the country level, we have found some differences, right? You said India has some negative relationship between the 2 variables?
Yes, it is. We find that in India, the more respondents trust in news media, the lower score they tend to have. In other words, trust in news media affects negatively in getting better information.
What about people's confidence? I know that we also tested their confidence in spotting misinformation in COVID-19.
Yes, we did, and we found that people who trust news media more tend to be more confident in catching bad information, even though the actual test results do not reflect that confidence.
Okay, so it means media trust is strongly associated with people's confidence, but not necessarily the actual knowledge.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And this tendency is for all 7 countries?
No, actually, in South Korea, trust is not linked to confidence either. So in that country, trusting news media has almost nothing to do with people's confidence in identifying COVID-19 misinformation or knowing about fact-based news.
All right, that's interesting. Have we found any other sort of interesting trend?
Yes, we did. We found that in Japan, people's confidence is negatively associated with the test results. That is, the more confident you are, the lower score you will have in the test. It seems to suggest that confident people in Japan tend to overestimate their knowledge, and people who actually know more about the COVID-19, they tend to underestimate their ability. But I must say that all these results are preliminary and our analysis may not be valid in the end. This is just one survey and came with many restrictions.
Right. I think we need to talk about the limitations too. So let me sum up our findings first, and then we can talk about implications and limitations. In our study, perhaps contrary to what many of us believe, we found that trusting media does not really benefit the news audience when it comes to COVID-19 related misinformation. People who trust news media tend to be more confident in identifying bogus claims, but when you test them, their knowledge is as good as or as bad as those who do not trust the media. The results indicate media's effort to improve people's trust may not necessarily make the public more resilient to COVID-19 related misinformation. We might need to rethink the way we discuss trust in media in this sense in Asia Pacific. In media literacy education, identifying trustworthy news sources is often part of the curriculum, which is good and important. But again, at the same time, trust alone is not a good barometer to gauge students' media literacy.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Masato. But I also want to point out that all these findings just come from one survey. Since COVID-19 is an ongoing news event, the timing of the data collection might be a huge factor here, simply because people's perception towards media can change over time. Also, there are some important factors missing from the survey. For example, we would like to know respondents' education background, which is an important element to evaluate people's medical science knowledge. So I think further study is necessary.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, further study is necessary. And our current paper is under review right now, and hopefully it gets published sometime soon. But whatever happens, if you're an academic or a researcher watching this video and would be interested in this kind of work, please contact us. We would like to collaborate. We can discuss how we can continue to explore how trust in media plays a role in combating infodemic and other misinformation-related problems that we have. So thank you very much.